What do you think when you see what's happening with the markets, what the Fed is talking about doing, what the Biden administration announced yesterday?
Well, when you run boom and bust monetary policy, you end up with boom and bust markets and a boom and bust economy. So I don't think any of us should be terribly surprised by what's happening. I was sort of comforted, to be honest, to see the president, the Treasury Secretary, and the Fed chair in one room together. There's been a whole lot of blame game. Whose fault is this? Well, it's the fault of people in that room. And you know my view, which is the real economy will be what it'll be, but the Fed is in the business of establishing prices. The Fed gets to choose what's the inflation rate, and I don't take any comfort in saying it. They chose wrong. That's why we're having this massive cost of living squeeze that's hurting the entire country. Imagine, Becky, if the Fed had acted as leisurely in the 2008 crisis and the 2020 crisis as they're acting now. Where would the markets be then? Where would the economy be then? So I must say I'm a little bit puzzled to understand why they've been so slow to recognize this inflation crisis and so slow to do anything about it.
So 50 basis points, 50 basis points, 50 basis points is not enough to catch up at this point.
So I think they should get out of that business. I think they should. They changed regimes, which is what caused this inflation crisis. In August 2020, they adopted a brand new pro-inflationary bias. We had already had inflation in asset prices. They announced that new regime in Jackson Hole. We then have a surge in prices in goods and now services. They need to renounce that regime. So my best guess of what they should do is renounce it and say we have a new regime. And the new regime is we will achieve price stability come hell or high water. Well, what are you going to do next? 25 of this or 50 of that? We're not going to get into that bit of throwing out dots. We will achieve our objectives. And I think that change in regime would be important to change inflation psychology.
Okay, yesterday, President Biden said that he supports the Fed. He's not going to get in the way. He supports their dual mandates. He said, first, full employment. Second, price stability. And even putting full employment ahead of price stability surprised me a little because Alan Greenspan always said you've just got to focus on the price stability. If you do that, everything else follows.
So Alan Greenspan had that one right. The Fed seems to have wandered from their North Star, which has long been price stability. They need to achieve it again. I think, to be honest, the president probably for 6, 9, 12 months has understood, as has the White House, that inflation is their number one problem. Normally, the reason why we talk about Fed independence is you have a White House that's suggesting the Fed don't pull the punch bowl away too soon. But this time, inflation is everybody's problem, and it has been for 6 or 9 or 12 months. I'm not worried, to be candid, about Janet Yellen or President Biden telling the chairman of the Fed to slow down. I think more likely they're telling him to speed up and solve this problem.
What I worry about is the credit card debt numbers up 21% year over year, and I know the consumer is strong. We keep hearing that. But I wonder, is the consumer strong because it's kind of a frenzy of spending on revolving debt, that they're not spending the cash, they're spending debt that's going to have to be repaid back. Gallup yesterday came out with their economic confidence index. It was down again, and it's the lowest reading since 2009. So I'm confused. The consumer's strong, but the consumer confidence measured by Gallup is at the lowest since 2009. It doesn't square up.
Yeah, so 3/4 of our fellow Americans believe that the economy and the country are on the wrong track. Anytime we've had any numbers approaching that, you had a recession right on your heels, usually a recession caused by a policy error. And to your point, we've just seen a big policy error. So for consumers, I think you're right, Brian. I think the surge in services, getting out and living a little bit, is making consumer spending look better than the underlying reality. For consumers, my old sort of framework is it takes the means to spend, the ways to spend, and the will. And we're seeing the means because salaries are moving up, but they're still falling behind prices. We're seeing the ways because now people want to go in hotels and get on airplanes. But what about the will? I think we should be very concerned that the will to spend isn't what these big cash balances would suggest. And by the time we get to the fourth quarter of this year and early next year, wouldn't it all surprise me if consumer sentiment now isn't telling us a story about where the economy is then?
Meaning that it's a self-fulfilling prophecy almost, like once consumers and businesses think a recession is coming, they're going to act accordingly, and that brings the recession on even faster?
So I think that's true, but I think inflation's eating the real economy. Inflation is eating up this excess savings. It's causing this excess savings to be precautionary. People are smart, not stupid, about their own financial well-being. Every day they see that they're falling behind, that wages aren't moving up fast enough. And I think what we've really got is a new period of price instability. And that period of price instability makes households pull back, businesses pull back, and we're asking for trouble by running this sort of policy.